So next one we are going to see about the Chief Minister. He was a real executive of the state, and he was appointed by the governor, and he is the nominal executive authority. He was a real executive. So when you say for the governor, he is the head of the state. When you say for the Chief Minister, he is the head of the government. Have it clear? So his term of office is, when he appoint, his term of office is 5 years, and he can be, again he can eligible for the, standing for the Chief Minister post. How that ADMK comes to the power up to 5 years or 10 years like that, no? Now only the DMK has changed, isn't it, girls? So it depends upon the election and the people also. Okay, the term of 5 years is not fixed. But when they came to the power, the 5 years only is there. Then they can stand for the again. Okay. When you come for the powers and function of the Chief Minister, first when you take the Council of Minister, what are the powers? He allocates the portfolios. Portfolios means he is dividing the departments. Now we know that Education Minister for a higher secondary, lower primary or Education Minister like that, there. Isn't it, girls? So he should, Chief Minister only will allot that one. He can shuffle or reshuffles and appoint any other persons, can change to the any department also. And he only will start the meeting under the Council of Ministers, and he will guide, he will direct, he will control, he will coordinate all the ministers, activities of the ministers. He has to take care of his Council of Ministers. This is the power regarding to the Council of Ministers. When you come for the power regarding to the governor, he advises to the governor in the responsible of Advocate General, and that is State Election Commissioner, Chairman and members of State Public Service Commission, Planning Commission, Financial Commission. He can give advice in related to these people to the governor. While appointing these people, he can give the advice to the governor. Who can give, girls? Chief Minister. So this is related to the governor. When you come to the related to the state legislature, he can advise the governor in the appointment of the proroguing session meeting of the legislature. He has to advise the governor, and he announced the government policies. Government policies, now with that Stalin has announced, the ladies can go in the bus with the free. Isn't it, girls? These are the government policies regarding for the welfare of the state and the people. He can introduce the bills in the state legislative assembly. He can recommend for the dissolution of the legislative assembly to the governor at any time. These are the power related to the Council of Ministers, power related to the governor, power related to the state legislature. When you come for the Council of Ministers, the Council of Ministers will come under the Chief Minister, isn't it, girls? They are all fully responsible to the state legislature only. So all the members has to be in the state legislature. Those who are not the members at the time of appointment, they have to secure their seats within 6 months. So if there is no confidence motion was there in the legislative assembly, the state ministry shall resign. Have it clear? So when the no confidence motion means they don't get any majority, that can be dissolved by the Chief Minister. Okay. So this is the one of the Council of Ministers, and when you see the Article 163, it is provide for the Council of Ministers to aid and advise the governor. When you come for Article 163(1), the Council of Ministers with Chief Minister as a head to the aid and advice of the governor. No, but not in the constitutional required. Okay. So when you take the other powers relating to that one means 164(1) holds the chief minister shall be appointed by the governor. 164(1)(a) that says the total number of ministers including the chief minister has to be the 15% of the total number of the members in the state legislative assembly. Okay, these are the one of the council of minister. When you come for the power, function and powers of the council of minister, they have to decide the policies and state implements them effectively. They have to decide the legislative programs in whatever they have. Programs of the legislative assemblies and sponsors all important bills. So it can control the foreign financial policy, and they can decide the tax structure according to the welfare of the state. They have to prepare the financial everything. It can discuss to the dispute among with other state. They can frame for the expenditure for the state. Now they are saying, no girls, we need the COVAX vaccinations for the COVID. They need the number of injections that and all have to given by this council of ministers or chief ministers. They have to prepare that one. Each minister of the council of ministers supervise, control. They have to coordinate the departments. Annual financial statement, that is called as a budget, have to finalized by the council of ministers. Okay girls, these are the powers of the council of ministers. Next organ, state legislature. In this one, ours is a unicameral legislature, bicameral legislature. Central government is a bicameral legislature, isn't it girls? For that example, Bihar, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. These states have 2 houses. But for the unicameral legislature, Tamil Nadu is one example for that. But in Tamil Nadu, we have two houses, bicameral only. When after 1986 only, it was cancelled by that, and it was considered as a one house. So ours is a unicameral legislature in Tamil Nadu. According to the strength of legislative assembly, 234 members are there. Okay. So when you take the legislative, first we will see the legislative assembly. When you take the legislative assembly, it is full of people, elected by the people, directly elected by the people. And there are 2 houses. Bicameral, I said, no, legislative assembly, legislative council. In this council, the teacher, graduates, that experience who have, they are the members. Okay. So the maximum strength for the assembly, legislative assembly, is the real center power of a state. It can be variations can be there from state to state. According to the population, they will decide. So maximum the assembly members not exceed 500. Minimum not below the 60. Okay, in Tamil Nadu we have 235. The 234 is directly elected by the people. One was appointed by the, not appointed, nominated by the governor as an Anglo-Indian. So these are the legislative assembly. When you come for the cabinet and cabinet committees, the smaller body called the cabinet is the nucleus. So council of ministers is an important one. They are the real center authority of the state government. They work in the various committees to have a cabinet committee. There are 2 types, standing ad hoc. The first one is permanent nature. The later one is a temporary one. So in the cabinet also they have a permanent and the temporary members are there to form a committee. Okay. When you come for the speaker, the legislative assembly will is the head for the legislative assembly is the speaker, and the deputy speaker will elect, not elect. Among the members only they will decide the speaker and the deputy speaker. They can remove. The speaker may be removed from the office giving a 14 days notice. Okay. So when the speaker want to remove from the legislature, they have to give the time for the 14 days. Sometimes the majority of the members present at the time of voting also can be vary. The speaker does not vacate his office, okay, for sitting all these together. Next we will see the legislative council. So first one we have finished the legislative assembly. The next one we will see the legislative council. I told speaker in the central government, the speaker where he importance in the which house. The speaker will take over in the which house in the central government. So when you come for the legislative council, it is the 6 states are following the legislative council. It is called as upper house. The Vidhan Parishad, that is it forms the state legislature. Okay, among 28 states, 6 states are following this one. It's indirectly elected upper house of a bicameral legislature. It is also a permanent house. It cannot be dissolved like Rajya Sabha. So every member of legislative council for a 6-year term they are there. Rajya Sabha also has a 6-year term, isn't it, girls? Like the same way here, the members are 6 years, the term of office. 1/3 of the members will expire every 2 years, and again they will appoint as other 2 members. They should not under the age of 30 years. Okay, these are the legislative council, and how the election has happened for the legislative council. That is 1/3 members of the local bodies. Local bodies means panchayat, municipality, like that. 1/12 members elected by the graduates of the universities in the state. 1/12 members are elected as by the graduate teachers. 1/3 member of the legislative assembly. 1/6 is nominated by the governor. He is choosing the person in the excellence of the literary, art, social service, cooperation, everything. The chairman is the head of the legislative council. Who is the head of the legislative assemblies, girls? Answer to my personal number. The chairman, he is the head of the upper house. The members elect a chairman and a deputy chairman from among themselves. Among the members also they will decide that. When the absence of the chairman, the deputy chairman will be taken over the council. These are the one of the election to the legislative council. Then abolition or creation of legislative council according to the article 169. These are the creator. They can have a resolution in the majority of not less than 2/3 members by voting. If any problems is there among themselves, they will circulate. So 2/3 members they have a majority that will be taken into consideration. So this will form in the parliament also. Okay, any problems or that one they can create. Okay. When you come for the function of the state legislature, the legislative power is that they can pass laws. I have written state list, concurrent list. State list means whatever they have to decide regarding the state, that is a state list. Concurrent list, that is the combination of central government and the state government. That is the concurrent list. So it can also pass laws on concurrent subject also. The state made law in a concurrent subject will become an inoperative The passing of bill into law follows the same procedure as there in the Rajya Sabha. Every bills, they have the readings among the members. Okay. When you come for the financial powers, money bills was introduced by them only, by the lower house. They have the greater power than the upper house. The namesake only upper house, but the power and all has in the lower house. Okay. So, no new tax can be levied without sanction and permission of the assembly. Okay. When they are coming to the control over the executive, they are the responsible to the assembly. The minister have to answer to the legislature. They can be removed if the assembly passes a vote of no confidence motion. Okay, this is about the legislature. When you come for the third one, judiciary. In this judiciary, they have that is High Court is originated in 1862. So it was started in the year in the place of Calcutta, Bombay and Madras. You might have come across in the 8th standard Madras Presidency, Calcutta Presidency, Bombay Presidency. Now we are calling Calcutta as a Kolkata, but we should not say in here particularly Calcutta only, Bombay only. Okay girls. So British have their own court during their ruling time in India. So after 1950 the High Court was set up. This is the highest order in the state level. Okay. So the constitution have to provide for High Court for each state. According to the 7th Amendment of 1956, they can have 2 or more High Courts for the sharing with other state or territories. So for example, Punjab, Haryana and the Union Territory of Chandigarh have a common court which is situated in the Chandigarh. Like the same way that High Court of Guwahati is sharing with the states of Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, northeastern states means all these will come. Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh. Their High Court is set up in Itanagar. Okay girls. So when you come for the High Court of Madras, this is one of the 3 High Court in the India established in the 3 presidential towns of Bombay, Calcutta and Madras, which was given by power granted by the Queen Victoria. So Queen Victoria gave the power to have the High Court in these 3 places on June 26, 1862. The High Court building is the second largest judicial complex in the world after London. The High Court, okay. And the Kashmir and as well Delhi, they are not a state, but they have a High Court. So every High Court have a Chief Justice and a number of judges. The number of judges will be vary from state to state, and it was determined. It is determined by the President only. At present, there are 25 High Courts for 28 states, including Andhra Pradesh High Court, established on 1st January 2019 at Amaravati and 9 union territories. Okay girls. When you come for the powers, original jurisdiction, as I said, the cases can directly taken to the court, that is the original jurisdiction. For the it can be any cases, criminal cases also. Okay. When you come for the appellate, that is they have to district court, other courts, and they are applying to the High Court for the civil or criminal cases. Okay, this is the appellate jurisdiction. When you come for writ jurisdiction, according to the Article 226 of the Constitution, the High Court is given the power to issue for the writ, not only for the enforcement of fundamental right, but also for other purpose also. Fundamental rights mattum illa ellathukkume that is writ jurisdiction is applicable according to the article 226. So a court issue the same type of writs which is compared to the Supreme Court from the article 32. So this jurisdiction is to issue writs under the article in case of High Court. That can be differ. High Court la irukradha Supreme Court la irukanum kediyadhu, Supreme Court la irukradha High Court la irukradha, particularly writ ku mattum. Seriya? Next, when you come for the supervisory jurisdictions, the High Court has the power for superintendence over all courts and tribunals, particularly in the military courts, but it is not applicable in the military courts. They can call for returns from them. They can make issue general rules regulating practices, proceedings. They can prescribe forms in the books, entries, accounts to be kept, settle the fees for the paying of the clerks, office and legal practitioners of them. All they have to maintain in the supervisory jurisdiction. When you come for court of record, whatever the decisions, whatever whatever the degrees they issued by the high courts have to keep a record. This can be used for the lawyers. So this is called as the court of records. Yes, girls. That's all of the state government. Almost all the state government and the central government is the same. Only the name category only will be different. Okay, girls. Thank you, girls.